Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the ICONVO podcast. I am your host or your co-host, Tony Rodriguez, and I've got the one and only Brad Korn with me. What's up, Brad? Good morning.
There better be one and only. That's enough for this world right here. And the one and only Tony Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Difference.
Yes.
The Z and the S.
I know it's an S when I say it, but I did make it sound like a Z.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's good to see you. Good to hear your voice, and it's good to be on here with you. This is just a bit of an announcement and a recap for the show that we're doing. The ICONVO podcast is a podcast that we're going to be bringing really some of the people that are at the top of their game in all types of industries, people that are not just doing well in business, but they're also doing good in life and giving back and contributing and sharing their knowledge and their wisdom. And one of the things I often say is, what's the point of having the knowledge and wisdom and keeping it to yourself? Right? That's like having the cure for something and not sharing it with anyone. So what we're doing is, and there's so many people that when they see success in their life, some people hoard it and other people just want to share it because that's part of their legacy of giving back. So that's what the ICONVO, it's iconic conversations, to share the voices of the people that are really making an impact, making a difference in this world, in business, in charity, in philanthropy, and you name it. There's so many people out there doing so much good. So that's what the genesis and the basis of the ICONVO podcast is. We're also adding a training component to it, which is something that we want to come on here and share with you today, because we're going to be doing this every week for the next 19 weeks, every Monday at 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central. And then, of course, we can go with 9:30 Mountain and 8:30 Pacific. We're going to be starting something called the program that actually Brad created, called the Relationship Revolution. Because if you're in sales, or if you're in any kind of one-on-one, person-to-person sales, someone that you want to do business, or that you're in business with, or you want to do business with, it is important, because relationships are everything, right? Maintaining those relationships, honoring those relationships, building, creating, nurturing those relationships is epically important. Now, Brad and I both happen to be in the real estate industry. And, I've been in this, my 36th year. I think this is Brad's 34th year. So obviously in the industry that we're in, it's more important today than ever to really stay in contact with those people. And because so often you run into somebody and they've already, if you're in the car business, they just bought a car, or they just bought a house, they just got a mortgage, they just did their financial planning, they just got their life insurance, they just, whatever, they're using an attorney for this or for that, or whatever it is. All those industries and businesses that we're connected with, it's all forward facing and it's one-on-one. And we're living in a time where so many of the major corporations, the goal that they have is to have as little conflict with that. Right? I don't know what just happened there, a little technical glitch or something, but we really need to reverse that, because oftentimes, and as in our mutual friend and partner, Jason Cisneros often says that, the person that the average client is most in touch with in your organization, your company, is the least paid and least trained of all, right? It's that assistant or that secretary that really can't help, or whatever it is. So basically, the Relationship Revolution is about showing you how to manage that, how to create that, how to grow that, because ultimately the quality of your life, and very much so the quality of your business, depends on the quality of your relationships. So that's what this is about. So Brad, tell us a little bit more, and let's kind of get into it for a little bit. Give people a taste of what's coming, because you are welcome, of course, to join and get on. And let me just take this banner off. Go to Brad's website to get more information on this, to join us. And we will be coming together every Wednesday at this time, to give you not just a recap of the conversations that we had on the prior Monday, but to give call is going to be. So, Brad.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Well,
already a lot. Your turn.
And even when you say the word program, it kind of sounds like everything else I've probably heard before. The reason it's called the Relationship Revolution is because we want you to join a movement, not necessarily a program. I mean, it is. I basically wrote a book and documented how I sold 100 homes a year for over 20 plus years and built those relationships to where, you know, the way business works for me is my phone rings. I don't like have to go do this hard push out to try and find business every single day. I know I'm going to sell 100 homes a year every year just from the phone ringing back to me when people are ready to do something. So it's, you know, it's like when we talk about lead generating versus lead retrieving, or attracting business versus lead generating. You're trying to generate business. So the movement, the relationship revolution, is a revolution against everything that's been put in front of us a million times before that never produced what it said it was going to produce. Or I had to buy a program and I did the program, or maybe I didn't even do the program and I didn't get the results. And you may or may not have gotten the results. So really this revolution is to say, you know, I'm sick and tired of not getting the results, or getting one extra deal here or two extra deals there, and then it just doesn't go anywhere and it's not long lasting. The revolution is to jump on board and say, when I add the personal touch back into what I'm doing, and when I can systematize it and automate it for the reminder to make that personal touch and spread it out. So I'm not like this isn't like doing 100 calls in one day. It's not like a sprint to do 90 listings in 90 days or something crazy like that, right? You can do all that stuff, but that's hardcore work. This is about just layering in the relationship side of everything. And you and I talk about this at some level every single day. We're talking about relationships and trust and love and like, and from the heart and genuine and all these things. That is the relationship revolution. And it's about being on the course that we're talking about is about being on purpose to bring that back into everything you do. And honestly, I thought about calling it the amplifier, because it amplifies the results of anything and everything you do if you add a real true relationship connection back into it. So we were just talking today, Tony, about, you know, thinking about just reaching out to people you haven't talked to in a while. And it's like, oh, I thought of somebody and I called them and they were like, really, dude, I was just like dialing your number right now as well. And it's like, when you think of somebody and you get ready to make that personal connection or reconnect, they probably were already thinking about you. It's not going to happen on everything, but it's just, you know, this is what the revolution is. Jump on board, join the movement or the revolution to bring relationships back into everything. And it, in turn, it makes the world a better place. And everything that's going on today, when people know you care, when they don't, you know, it's not about how much you know, it's about how much you care. That's where people really start to connect. And that's what this is really about.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I'll clean that one up for you. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Right. Yep. I'll just clean that up a little bit for you. But the reality of it is, you know, and you were talking before, and we oftentimes in real estate and in every other business, you know, people use the term lead generation. It's really not, you know, that's not a word that I like to use, because it wants to be referred to as a lead. I mean, it's really client generation. It's about acquiring, you know, and forming these relationships, these bonds, so that, again, people do business with those that they like, that they know, like, and trust, right? So it's really about staying front of mind with your customer. And you don't have to be in real estate, by the way. This is any business, even restaurants. I mean, look at social media. You know, social media has been great in so many ways. It's hurt a lot of people as well. If you don't know how to use it, it could get very expensive if you don't know how to do the marketing and what you're doing. And that's a conversation we can have further down the line, because we do have access and we can share some things with the folks that are watching that are interested, where, you know, there is a client generation system that not just helps you acquire clients, but it also helps keep them engaged using technology, using AI. And leveraging that to continue to keep the lines of communication open. So there's more to come on that. Yet the most important thing is to meet those people, right? is to communicate with them, to let them know who you are, right? To let them know the business you're in. There's restaurants that have exploded not because of what they've done with physical marketing, but what they've done with digital marketing, right? By having the right people, having the right photos, having the right exposure, making sure that you're having the right relationships, giving people the good experience, because ultimately that's what we really need. You need to make sure that your clients are not just that you don't just have happy customers and satisfied customers. What we're looking for is those raving fan clients, those people that, you know, that when they work with you, they can't say enough about you, right? And so you'll inevitably get that referral. You'll inevitably get the people talking about you, so that when they do talk about, hey, where are we going to go to dinner? Oh, we got to go to this restaurant. I've been hearing about it. I've been seeing it on social media. I went. It was amazing. You got to come, right? We got to go try it, right? Or whatever that is. Oh my God, you're buying a car, dude. I just bought a car at, you know, Maxon or whatever, you know, dealer you have around you, dude. It was an amazing experience. That's what you as the service provider want. You want to get that raving fan customer. And again, I'm a fan of yours, Brad, because every month I get something from you. I get a piece of mail from you, which is amazing. And I see you 5 days a week. I'm with you hanging out for an hour, right? But it still feels good for me to receive that letter. And I was just looking around to see if I had one right in front of me, and I haven't. I know I got one recently. So just that personal touch and knowing that you stay front of mind. So ultimately, that's what this is about as well, staying front of mind and really being involved in the lives of the people that are in your immediate sphere of influence at the very least. Certainly, we're always looking to acquire other people into that. And this is what we're going to show them how to do, what you're going to show them how to do, because I'm going through this program with you as well, which is amazing. So I'm here as a student. I'm your co-host, but I'm here as a student of Brad Korn as well. So if you're interested, go to coachkorn.com, send him some messages, send him information. We'll provide the link, but we will be here every Wednesday, both as a follow-up and a bit of a teaser to let you know what the conversation was from the prior week, and give you a little bit of information what we're going to talk about the following week, which again is going to be on Mondays at 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central. So join us. And if you're not sure whether you want to join us or not, jump on this Wednesday call, which we will be coming on here, whether you're watching on Facebook, on LinkedIn, whether you're watching on YouTube or any of the other platforms that we're going to be streaming to. This is where you're going to come get a little bit of that. And if you're interested in it, then you message one of us and we'll make sure that we bring you in on the program. It is going to run for 19 weeks, 1 hour a day. Like I said, 8:30 Eastern to 12:30 Eastern. And we did it at that time, by the way, so we could pick you up at 10:30 in the central time zone. We can pick you up at 9:30 in the mountain time, and we can pick you up at 8:30 on the Pacific and Pacific Northwest and wherever you are out there, right? And of course, you know, Europe and whoever else wants to join in, you know, that time allows for everyone to jump in. Sorry, Australia, I know that you're asleep at that point, but anyway, the recordings will be available as well at some point. So again, just want to introduce Brad and myself to you if you're just watching us, and feel free to share this video, by the way. If you want to find out more about Brad, you can just go. It's right under. Look at this. Right under his face. There's CoachKorn.com. You want to know a little bit more about me? You go to TonyRod.com. We're both coaches. We're both trainers. We're both speakers as well. We just both happen to be in the real estate industry for the last 34 and 36 years, respectively. And with that comes a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. So we're going to have dynamic conversations. We'll be answering questions from people both in real estate and in other service industries alike, because all business is a game, right? And all business at its core, the fundamentals of business are the same, right? The fundamentals of the business are the same. Hey, look, Steve Schuyler's joining us from LinkedIn. What's up, Steve? Good to see you, brother. So knowing that the foundational ideas are the same, we can take this and apply it to every area of any business. So while this is going to be the relationship revolution, we'll be peppering in a lot of business strategies and tips. And Steve, that just joined us here watching on LinkedIn, he knows, he's been hanging out with us for a while, and I know he's picked up a few things along the way as well. Again, relationships are everything. And even going back to our interpersonal relationships, if it doesn't matter how successful you are, if you don't have quality relationships in your life, then how successful are you really? Are you really enjoying that wealth? Are you really enjoying the success that you say you have, or that you actually have? maybe, maybe not. So this is all about that as well, right? The relationship revolution, improving the relationships you already have, bringing on and creating new relationships, bringing more people into your sphere of influence, into the fray. And regardless of whatever business you're in, you owe it to the people that you know, and that even the people that you don't know. If you believe in your product and you think your product's amazing, you owe it to everybody to let them find out about who you are, what you do, and why you're so darn good at it.
Yeah, I think it's important, just what you've been saying, Tony, that it's about joining it and being in the conversation, because it's not a course where we're teaching and speaking. Now, there might be right at the beginning just new content that you're hearing in a different format, but being a part of the revolution or part of the movement is to make it part of your daily persona, whatever, because everything you're doing likes to suck us away from this and get to automated, hands-off, bulk type formats. And all we're saying is when you get this at the level that we'll share it, it's layering this piece in to amplify all that stuff, because you're going to snap back to that. You could come for a week or two, get some good stuff, and within 2 weeks, you're going to find yourself doing the same thing again. So it is the reason why it's 19 weeks right now, is because it takes a little bit to develop this habit, to really make it a daily habit routine, to get it top of mind for you so that you're getting other people top of mind. And I'll close with this. What you just said about having the letter laying around there, and even though we see each other every day or talk to each other every day, that letter has me top of mind. What it really did too, Tony, is you're top of mind with me, because every time you get a letter from me in the mail, you know that I probably touched that envelope, or I probably touched that stamp. Not that you have to have somebody, like you have to do all your mail, but there's things that you're getting from me that I thought about you. And it's a double top of mind is what kind of came to me when you said that. So we're looking, we want you to be top of mind with us, and we want us to be top of mind with you. So join the movement, join the revolution, relationship revolution. And it's a concept that you want to attract. Like, I'll tell you right now, everybody listening, no matter what product or service you have 100 extra sales sitting in front of you right now. They're actually happening with people that know you and you know them. They're buying houses, they're buying cars, they're buying coffee, fruit drinks, they're buying all this stuff. Well, you probably can't get another coffee, fruit drink, but they're buying coffee and they're buying fruit drinks. Right?
No, you're right. And
home mixing them up.
Yeah, right. And the reality of it is, it's so epically important to again be top of mind, because the business is being done. It's just not being done by you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You don't even know what you're missing. That's the scariest part. So we'll show you.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to Steve Schuyler, who's on here, and he started this company, and he bootstrapping this company called Java Twist, and I want to give him props on it, because he's the one that's on here sharing and chatting with us. So good to see you, Steve. Steve started a company called Java Twist, and the twist on that is he mixes unbelievably cold brewed coffee from, again, the best coffee you can get, with fruit juice. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's freaking amazing. Yeah. So if you've not been, by the way, Steve, why don't you drop the website in the chat so I can highlight you here. But Steve is one of these guys that super impressive. He started from nothing, and he's really starting to gain momentum. And one of the things that he's doing is he's going to trade shows. He's talking to people. He's just in there. And that's what we need to do. We need to stop being the secret agent. We need to go out and let people know what it is that we do. Right. And that's epically important. So Steve, if you want to put your website in the chat, I'll highlight it here beneath it, as well as we start to wrap up our little talk here, because on Wednesdays, this part of the show is only going to be about a half hour answering questions. And by the way, and the other thing that I want to put out, if anybody's got any questions, whether you're a realtor, whether you're in business, Brad and I are both business strategists for Anton J. So with Jason Cisneros, so we can answer those business questions for you. If you're in real estate and you're a real estate agent or broker and you want to ask some question, we are together. We've got 70 years of experience in real estate, which is nuts just between the two of us. And then the other thing, and whether you have any question on business in general, and you're buying a house, you're selling a house, you're having some trouble, whether it be with your agent, with your client, whatever it is, come in here and ask us a question. Wednesday's the day to do that. So here we go. This is java-twist.com, java-twist.com. Brad and I both are huge fans of it. We've both tried it. I think the blueberry, the Java Twist with blueberry juice, you can't make this stuff up, is amazing. The Java Twist with lemon, like it's like a coffee lemonade. Absolutely freaking amazing. Check it out. He does ship all over the country. So make sure that you're checking him out with that as well. So let's see what else you got here. I appreciate you guys, both you guys. You mean a great deal to me. Oh, thanks, brother. Appreciate you. And thank you for jumping in. And he's one of the people that's involved in our community now. And again, I'd like to believe that we've helped him along the way, just a little tiny incident, a little bit. So
well,
make sure you're explaining
pieces of his stuff. So we have definitely helped him.
Absolutely. And and I hope that everybody who's watching this, whether it's live or later on, just give it a try. I know it sounds crazy, right? Coffee and fruit juice. I thought it was crazy until I got a case from him. And I'm like, oh my, and by the way, you can get the mixed case, which is amazing. You can try all different flavors. So anyway,
I know we're kind of towards the end, but I got to give a funny story. Oh, did he take out? Is he still here?
No, that was me. I just didn't,
Here's the crazy thing. When you're top of mind, and when the relationship is in place, when you have his drink, right? And you love it so much that when family come over, you actually set up a little tent with a table and you set them out and you like give them little taste test cups, Steve. That's when when I'm doing my own little booth in my living room for my family, because I want them to try all the different flavors.
Dude, how about I saved a bunch of them? I say, because I got 2 of each, right? And I tried them all. And then the last ones, I'm like, no, I'm going to save these so people can try it. Right. Yeah. So now I've got these bottles.
And I'm like, you got to try this. And you're doing the taste test in the little cups.
Yeah. But again, listen, this is, by the way, before I use a term that many people haven't heard before, raving fan customers. This is what raving fan customers look like. Both Brad and I are raving fan customers at Java Twist. So, I mean, look at all the hoopla that we're giving you here, Steve. And it's not because it's you. It's because you're an amazing guy, but your product is freaking amazing. So this is what a raving fan customer looks like. So as we start to wrap this up, if you are in real estate, you're in business, specifically in real estate, or if you're in mortgages, title, whatever, reach out to Brad and I. We have an opportunity that we'd like to share with you, because again, we're talking about the relationship revolution. But the other thing that we need to be able to have those relationships to nurture is we need to have some kind of new client generation program that we have. And as we mentioned before, social media is great, but if you don't know how to use it, you don't know how to market to it, you can waste and blow so much money. And there's so many companies that are out there offering you leads, and they're charging you 20%, 25%, $500 a month, $800 a month. I had somebody, listen, we'll give you leads 45%. I'm like, why do I want a 45% lead in the market? And it also depends the market that you're in. But nevertheless, there's a way for you to get these new clients, as much as Brad's been getting nearly 100 per month at a ridiculous low cost of anywhere between $250 to $350 a lead, potentially. So if you're in real estate and you're struggling right now, because at the end of the day, clients are what drive the real estate industry, that drive the mortgage industry, that drive the title industry, that drive any industry. By the way, this does work for all, but this is specifically for real estate and all things real estate, is not just getting the clients so you can put into this nurturing campaign that's the relationship revolution. So you've met them, now you continue that. But it's so incredible because it also leverages technology to not just use AI to help you find that ideal client, but it also helps you nurture them, because it continues and helps you along the way to keep that contact warm and share information. And so it's all automated. This is a done for you system where you don't have to, because this is where the things are. as realtors, and I've been in for 36 years, right? Now I've been in personal development for 27, 28 years, but I've been in real estate even longer than that. And we're consistently taking new classes, learning new techniques, learning new things, which is great. You should be learning new things. Yet to learn how to create a funnel, how to do digital marketing and everything else, you got to pick your lane. You're either going to be a marketer or you're going to be a real estate broker, a real estate agent. And while we have to put our marketing hat and understand that, we shouldn't be the one down in the bottom doing all of it, creating ads, creating this. And if you're not careful, you wind up sucking so much time and so much air out of your life in order to do that. So if you're a realtor, if you're an agent, if you want to be an agent, if you know a real estate agent, if you're a mortgage broker that works with agents and you want to be able to perhaps provide them with high quality leads at next to no cost, click the link, or not click the link. We'll put the link in here as well. But you can go to freeagentsystem.com/live and join us. Because tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, depending where you are in the world, at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, we'll go all the way, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 and 8.
9.
Oh my God.
9.
So 1, 12, 11, and 10. At 10 o'clock Pacific, you can join in here as well. We partnered up with the one and only Jay Kinder from the Honey Badgers. It's incredible. The program that he has is like unlike anything. And if you're in real estate in particular, real estate, and like I said, real estate, title, and mortgages in particular, you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your business, you owe it to your team, you owe it to your family to come and see what's being done. I have been in the business for 36 years, or working on 36 years. There's nothing that I've ever seen that I've come across like this. So make sure that you're joining us. You can go to freeagentsystem.com/live and join us tomorrow. And it's only 45 minutes to an hour. And again, you owe it to yourself, is what I'll say. You can also reach out to us, DM us directly. We can send you the link. We can help you set it up. We can even answer some questions that you may have. And we're going to be touching on that every Wednesday when we're here as well, because it's something that can absolutely change your game. If you're not making as much money as you'd like, if you don't have enough clients as many as you'd like, if you're not covering your bills, if you need more, you're looking for more, we can help you do it. So team up with Brad.com, freeagentsystem.com/live, whichever one you tap. We're going to make sure that you get in, you're taken care of, and we answer all the questions that you have. So appreciate all of you. So just get on there, teamupwithbrad.com, freeagentsystem.com/live. Get in there, listen, join us. It will change your business. It will change the game. It will change your life. It will change your family's life, and it has the potential to help you and so many more. So with that said, Brad, any closing thoughts?
No, we're good. See you guys around in the hanging out in the revolution.
There you go. So join us on Monday. If you want to join us for the actual call at 11:30 Eastern, send us a DM, me or Brad, to chat, make a comment in the chat. We'll make sure that you get the information you need to jump in with us. And if nothing else, join us again here on Wednesday, because on Wednesdays, we're going to, like I said, we're going to recap last week. We're going to forecast a little bit of what's coming next week. And also the other thing, on Fridays, we will be recording and likely streaming some of the interviews live starting on Monday. We're going to have, on Friday, I think we're going to do that at the same time, probably around 12 o'clock Eastern. We're going to have the one and only, I believe, I'm just waiting for a confirmation. We're going to have the one and only Lisa Copeland, everybody. Lisa is going to be joining us. So she's an amazing human being, amazing businesswoman. So make sure that you're joining us. Appreciate you all. And with that said, we are out. Ciao for now.